All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, one and all. I am your host, Badger Wild, and we are here today to work on this destroyer and try and get it done. We're trying to get some stuff done here today. So let's get started on here. So, I've done a lot of work on this thing. Let's go ahead and use godlike powers here and just move the sun a bit. And we have defensive systems up here in the front. I kind of want to hop down here and see if there's not a way to apply some type of defense system under here a little bit. And also, well, wait a minute, we have some smoking. Some smoking and ain't supposed to be. What's going on here? Where's my frickin' welder? Let's grab a welder. Because something's smoking and it's not supposed to be. That's done. We got some smoke coming right about here, it looks like. Does that solve it? Nope. That was where one of our own missiles hit us. Let me slip this thing over here, and we're going to just cut a portion here. I think that's what's leaking. Or that's giving us our issue here. Nope, that's not it. Okay, is that all fixed? We have no more. There's something smoking right here, too. Apparently, a lot of stuff got smacked when that thing hit. Is that it? Let's go ahead and check here just in case. Okay, everything should be fixed now. Ooh, that was scary. The whole system just got a little weird there. But we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's see. Where did I put those pipes at? We'll have to make those a different color at some point. So, I guess another thing we got to do is we want to use Yield Leak Finder here to see if I can figure out where our leak is on this stupid ship. I have now applied it to the entire ship system, so we should be able to find it. We have a fan here. All I got to do is be able to access it. Okay, there's my fan. I just need a control panel that'll let me access this thing here. And let's see. Those are heat vents, air vent, air vent, air vent, air vent, air vent. Okay. Room pressurized, 97, not pressurized. Okay. Leak finder find. All right, where's it going? Through there. Okay, wait a minute. What's on the other side of this? Ah, I see. I see. I have to delete you for a little bit. I see where our leak is coming from. Okay. That that makes a lot of sense. All right, number 3. While I'm at it, I'm wondering, will that be doing the same thing on that side? And the question probably is, yeah, it is. So we're just going to have to replace. No, I grabbed the wrong thing here. We'll do this. It ain't going to do a whole lot of stupid stuff. All right, come on. There we are. We'll do that there and that there. And there we go. We found the leak. Now the engineering area is completely pressurized, and I just got to do some cosmetic shit to this thing. Renegade Bundy, there be a leak in the pipes. Yes, there is. There is a leak in the pipes, but we have solved that. We have stopped the leak. We now need come up with a very interesting way. I think I've got one. Let's go in here to P. And let's grab, I think it was this. And we'll set that in gold right there. Oh, that doesn't help there, but it will help over here. But yeah, check that out. I should consider this in certain areas of the ship. But now we've got a panel that'll work. And we have an engineering bay that's actually engineering a bit. I'm just going to go ahead and cover up. Well, I don't know if we're going to cover that or not. We'll see. We'll see. But it appears that everything is nice and covered. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why piping bulk heads exist. Yes. Chris Revelation, the gyros have a nice glow to them. Yeah, I'm using them to stabilize the ship at the moment because the way I've built this thing, we have a lot of clangs going on, let me tell you. Where is our ore detector and stuff at? I know we just had one. Let's see, it's here somewhere. There it is. The new ore detector. I like the new one. He spins. I like the spinny stuff. I like it when stuff spins. I think we all like it when things spin, but it's really cool when that spins. So some of the stuff in here is going to be bright, shiny silver, and some of the stuff we're going to work on that. But right now we've got that leak figured out. The leak here is figured out. I'm trying to determine. Let's take that off real quick. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do. I want to do this. All right, that area there is pressurized when those doors are closed, so that's fine. There's no need, I think, to go down in there. We'll just check this other doorway here. Yeah, we have full pressurization right now for the entirety of the ship. So there's not a reason to worry too much. We have that going. We have the basic refinery there. We can access that down here if we have to. Let's see. Let's go up the stairs. Let's go into the other quarters. I just want to make sure we're doing a quick run through the ship just to see if everything is done like it is supposed to be done. So we got our airlock area. That is nicely done. I like this central area you walk into. Let's go over here. We have this room. Our nice little medical bay, which I'm probably going to make most of it white, so it'll all look nice. That's airlocked. This area in here is part of the other air system, so we don't have to worry about it being airlocked. I'll do something with it as well. And then we have the bunk system here, which has a ladder going up into the top bunk area and enough light to run everything. So that's doing good. This area. See, now this area is That's depressurized. And then over here we have a depressurizing zone. And then we're out here. We're about done, actually. Thanks to the fact that we don't need the, well, just simply in the fact that we got most everything done on this ship. It's pretty well finished. It is lightly armed. It's just got enough guns to defend itself here. Really, we just got to paint the darn thing. And I'm wondering what to paint it. Because I was going to do it in Red Rock colors, but I don't know. If I do anything like that, I'd like to take it into like a machinima event. And the problem with it is this thing is so clangy, it's not going to operate. Like it'll play, you can use it, but this is one of those things that you're going to break out and then fire from a distance. And I may do a different missile frigate for that. This will just be up on the workshop for you guys to check out and see what you want to do with it. But yeah, the amount of clanging that is going on in this ship right now is rather nuts, I'll say. I could add a few more Gatling guns to the sides here. Let me look here and see what happens if I delete this. What I have access to. Okay, so there's an access point here, and I just cut off a dang thruster. All right, we'll do that for now. Let's see. We're gonna try and implement an extra set of guns back here. Probably a couple of Gatling cannons. Just a series of Gatling guns, just to protect the ship with, so it's well protected. It can lean down and shoot in between itself down here and everything else, at least. Let's see what we can do here. We're not going to do anything custom with this. What we're going to do is we're just going to, number one, Shift and P right there. Like so. And spin that there. There we are. That solves a whole lot of issues. We can now add a few more guns. Add some more firepower. And we've got that working there. Not too difficult a system to work with. And then Badger just had to find a turret. That's all I got to find right now. Fun times, fun times. I'll grab that. And let's see. We don't want to use that turret. Let's use this turret. This turret is nice. I like this turret. Let's see. There we go. Got a nice little turret right there that's just whipping around looking for targets. Could set more of these up along these little areas here on the tops of these little nacelles, and that'll give us a little bit more firepower to work with. So that way, should the worst happen and someone does attempt to charge this ship, we've got a few guns to deal with them. So let's go ahead and pop this out. That out. I think I'm going to do this on the back only because if I do it anywhere else, we're going to run into some issues very fast. Trying to figure out where to put everything at least. Okay, conveyor junction here. One. Now we're just going to start adding these in one at a time. This will give us a whole lot of firepower in the back, but mostly just point defense. Because that's really all we need. Now we're just going to add these conveyors. I am having difficulty figuring out what we're going to make next. Because we're going to have to... Oh, I've got to finish that nacelle up. How did I miss that? Huh. Okay, I guess I missed it. All right, let's go. Whoa, wait a minute. We got to put our thruster in there. That's right. Where's your thrusters? Where's the thruster at? There it is. Number 2. Put that in there. And we'll put that in. So our ship has plenty of up and go. And then number 9. We'll start dropping in these guns. So that if something comes in and takes a fight with a ship, it's going to be in for a big surprise. A very rude awakening, in fact, some might say. There we are. So now we got enough guns in the back to cover this ship as it moves through. Like I said, this is a destroyer. It's not here to destroy you with all of its other weapons. It's got plenty of other equipment to kill you with. Most of that involves firing it at long range. There we are. That's on there good. And then we just got to set that here. And there we go. The ship is functionally done. We have the guns, we have the equipment. It is functionally complete as far as design wise. Now we just got to get it in color. I don't know what I'm going to make this look like. Actually, I'll tell you what we could do. I'll tell you exactly what we could do. Let's go F302 here. Where's the F302 at? We'll just make it in the F302's colors. Oh, that's the wrong one. Nope. Let's go back to there. There we are. An F302. Let's push B so I can control this a little bit better. And these are going to be the colors we're going to use. Morgan Trial, hello there. Morgan Trial, how's everybody tonight? Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. I've decided instead of painting the ship triple R colors. How am I missing parts here? There's another one that I have missed. I'll have to look over these nacelles, just make sure I'm not missing any more pieces to them. There's another one missing. How the frick? I had the mirror tool on when we first started this thing, so that may be the problem. Anyway, the ship is doing pretty good. I think what we're going to do is we're going to paint everything these colors, just so it all matches and looks good, because then it gives you an idea. And one of the reasons why I like this color scheme, a lot of other people do it. One of the reasons I like this color scheme is it shows you in kind of a very tasteful way where you can put different concepts. So like if I were to rebuild this ship, we would have probably this line here would be orange, the black, the white would be black, the black would be white, would be orange, and then the tips of this would probably be, yeah, probably be white is where all the yellow would be. I would make the yellow white at that point, just so we could get a different look. So the F302 would look way different than this, but we're going to use this as our color palette so everything matches. So our first color coming off of here, we're going to shift and P, and I'm going to come over here and we're going to just see how that works. There we go. Now all I got to do is just keep on keeping on. I am going to use these things eventually. I like this design of a turret. I would love to use that again. I like how it has a similar shape to the Normandy SR2. Yeah, I was going for that. It didn't totally come out the way I wanted it as a Normandy, but it came so close. It's just not even worth worrying about. All right, we got that done, and I'll have to do a whole lot of manipulation to this to make it all work. Okay, it appears that everything else is all hooked in. We've got the look, we've got the primary color. Now for the secondary color, and that'll be this black here. Now I need to shift and P. I've got this carbon fiber black. And the kicker here is I've got to figure out where I'm going to put this carbon fiber black at. And we'll go there. 1, 2, 3. And I may just double that up right here. Let's double that. Let's double this carbon fiber black line here. This accent line. We'll double that up there. And what I like to do, let's go right in here like so. If I could get to it, there we go. I can fix that later now that I know how to get in here. We're gonna get into this here like so. Oop, oop, let me out. And then we're gonna do the same thing over on this side. Like I said, we have a good looking shape to the ship. This is something that you've got to do when you're doing ship coloring. When you got ship coloring going on, you've got to remember, and I think we're going to do a different yellow on this. I think we're going to do a gold. Because it'll just make it look better with a gold. Trust me. Trust the process. This is part of the process right here. Putting this on. You see right there, just adding that one black area has made a big difference. Morgan Trial, it's close enough. Yes, yes, it is close enough. It's a very nice ship. It looks good. It looks good. I'm happy with it. So I think what we're gonna do, we're also gonna be doing some tomfoolery with this thing a little bit. I think for this area here, we're going to pull this forward. Oh, shit. That was not what I wanted to do. Fortunately, we can fix that. Make happy little accidents. It's fine. See? Perfectly fine. Now we just shift and P again. And the reason why I did that was I thought I was, for some reason, pulling. Oh boy, I gotta be careful here. So I'm gonna paint some stuff I don't want painted. There. That gives us just a different set of markings right there just for that. And we'll be painting the tips of that gold. Or a golden color, I suppose would be the best way to mention that. Now I do need to figure out how we're going to paint this. And with this, I think we're going to leave most of the coloring intact. We're just probably going to have a line going to here and around and then work in some type of design on the side on this here. And Lord knows what else. And for some reason, I have a piece of something not supposed to be there. All right, that's done. Now for this other side. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a much thinner line here. We'll use a much thinner black line going down through here. There will be an accent color that we use on this. This is just the, hey, look, we have a color. We're going to use it. I don't know. We may have to frickin' change that at some point. I do see something I could do, but then now I'm looking at it and I realize I can't do it because that's such a low slope. So it's not possible to do that there. What we will do is can we? Yeah, you can hear the clangs. Clang is not happy with what we've done here. Clang is not happy with how I built this ship. Clang is saying, oh no, why'd y'all do this? Guns shooting off? Sure does sound like they are. There we are. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead, take that all the way through there. Because what I'm going to do is we're just going to take that, these extra panels sticking up off here, we're just going to gold color them in so they're kind of sparkly looking. We'll do that. Now, the next issue is going to be these nacelles. We can't put a whole lot of detailing on them. Well, we can do a little bit. Actually, let's see. We'll do this. That. Oh, that's perfect, actually. That worked out beautifully. Yeah, we're just going to do that. We're just going to do that from now on. We're just going to shift and click. That should have worked. Yeah, there we go. Shift and click there. Shift and click there. Shift and click. And we're going to shift and click one more time, giving us a nice little set of dark zones right here on the front, so it makes it look more interesting. You can hear the clanging. The ship is not happy with half the stuff we are doing. Let's see. I can do this. And there's a trick to this, folks, that will make this all look good when we get done. But we can then take this top section here. What is that? Like it's detecting an entity or something. Something trying to target the system, I suppose. We can't have that. Do that there, and we'll do that one there. That'll give us a reinforcement look. Well, the buzzard is coming out great. Just wonderfully, I might add. So we're defining this thing up a little bit more with some accents. I think we'll put something here. Yep, I can hear something inside, just something on the ship just clang. My God, look at that. I just absolutely jacked that up. Okay, we'll do this now. It'll be the Buzzard class because it's a scavenger type ship. It is a ship that's going to find an enemy and go kill it. Now I wanted to do something here, but I think it'd just be better off if I just didn't mess with it too much. I could gold trim that top. That would make it look a little better. Now, these panels here are all going to be gold trimmed. I think also what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just from here, go back, like so. That'll tie most of that in. And if I don't hit that section, which I just realized, I need a panel block right there. Um, there. So we've got 2 panels right there that'll work. Whew. And then I've just got to... I'll just have to figure out the front of it. So we got the black on, how I'm wanting it almost. And what I want to do here, I was kind of wanting the black to start, yeah, like right about here. I know what you're thinking. That looks weird, Badger. How you going to fix that? Nah, don't worry. You'll see. Let me just paint this up here. Nice little subtle black. There we go. And I have a trick to taking that out. Now for the bottom, we got to go low. Got to see what all we've got going on down here. I believe we'll leave that the way it is. We are going to blacken these up, though, so these thrusters pop. Because the thrusters got to look good. And I'll do some panel blocking there to make that look even better than it does. I'll slap some panels in there somewhere to make all that look good. And then for this one spot here, oh geez, I'll have to fix that later. Okay, so we got some underside areas figured out. Let's see, I think we'll want to, let's go ahead and blacken some of this in. At least I would like to. There we go. Okay, I got to all that. I'm gonna have to do that from the inside. We're painting things we're not supposed to be painting, but it'll be all right. All right, that makes the bottom look more interesting at first glance. Actually, here's what we'll do here. We'll paint this black as well. And I think we'll go ahead and paint that black also. Because why not? While I'm at it, I'll paint this section black as well. I think that's a good idea. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll get both of these while we're at it. So I have a plan here. Arthur, I have a plan. It's not always a good one, but it's a plan, nonetheless. All right, then. Now, there's all. This is going to require some panel blocks to tie all that together and make it look good, but it'll be worth it. So I think that's all the black. What we're going to do is we're going to take the yellow that we got on here, on this wingtip. And I'm going to grab that, but I'm also going to go into P. I'm going to go into P, grab this one. She's going to give me that lovely gold right there. Let's see. Clang is sounding the gong of judgment. Is this going on the workshop, Winston? Yes, it will. It'll be on the workshop. So Morgan Trial asking the important questions here. Will it be on the workshop? Yes. This is one of those things that I'm going to put on the workshop. I'm going to need a small panel there to tie this all together with. But this will cause a little bit of a difference here. All right, look at that. Now that accent's really good. There we go. That'll give it a nice gold color right there. And there we are. Check out that as an accent. That's bringing things together right there. Now we'll do this in the front. Like I said, this is just an accent color. It's not meant to... It's not going to be meant to do anything crazy. What would happen if I turn this? Well, that looks good. We're gonna gold these too. So they look kind of high tech in there. There we are. You can see all that extra gold just popping right in there. We'll do some gold on some other areas as well. We're gonna probably gold these panels up. Gold in that one, gold in that one. Then there is the accent here. And I think the best way to do this one would be, instead of a tip, just do like a stripe here. Ah, geez. There we are. We're already doing stupid shit. We already messed up. We already messed up. There we go. Check that out. That was just making the ship pop. Just simplistic colors. Nothing crazy. Nothing fancy. Just very simple colors. I love how this glitter looks like the, what is that gold stuff they put onto the lunar lander and stuff like that? That gold foil on the outside. Weird gold space blanket material that they made. We'd probably build, that'd be an interesting build right there. Build a lunar lander. Rebuild the lunar lander. That'd be an interesting one. Okay, I think what we're going to do right here. I thought about doing this anyway. We're going to do this. Trim this in this gold right up here. And then you stupid game. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that either? Oh my god. Here I am attempting to make a masterpiece and you're over here trying to screw with me. Okay, we got that finished up. We've got some gold accents on there. It's looking pretty good. I mean, in the darkness, the gold's kind of good looking. Now, let's see. Let me think here. Now, what I'd like to do is because I'm not done doing the gold yet. I'd almost like to trim that plate right there in gold. We'll do that as well. We'll trim this in a gold color. Just because we can. And trust me, this will work. It's not going to look crazy. It's going to make it look really good when we get done. We'll get a nice looking stripe. I know what I'm doing. Just trust me, everyone. I know what I'm doing. Then we'll trim that with a black. And the center will be our white. And I'll go back and fix all those spots here in a minute. There we are. And there. Now that's looking interesting. With that gold accent there on the side. I'm telling you, a gold friggin' ship would look crazy out there. A nice gold trim. Yes, yes, yes. A nice gold trim from Morgan Trowell right there. It's a nice gold trim. Now we're going to implement a black trim. Or a black. With that. Number one, let's go ahead and fix what we effed up right there. Let's go in here, down here. And where's the stuff that I screwed up on? Let's go ahead and get that stuff before I forget about it. Because, dear Lord, we've got a few fudge ups here and there. Just a few. Just a few fudge ups. Somewhere on here, I accidentally... Yeah, there it is. Right there. And then... If that's everything, which I believe it is. All right. Now we can start going in here with some of this black. Because I got a plan. Like I said, got a plan. That wasn't part of the plan, but it's a work in progress. Just give me a minute, guys. I got this. Let's go ahead and just get these out of the way right now. This is the easiest way of doing it. So that'll be interesting. Sometimes you can just do some great trim work right here. See where we're going with this? We're going to have this nice black trim, but then when you come across, that's going to accent in gold all the way around. And I will have to try and manipulate this in such a way where I can actually get more of this on there. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. Yep, and yep. There we are. There's a positively awesome looking vessel going on here. There is that square. Yep. Yep. And then I can come across here with just the all right, let's do that one. That one. We'll slip back over and throw these on. Two of those, one of those, and one of those. And that's most of the other stuff done. Now we just got to go up here until we get this plate. And then I just make the plate look good going across here. And check that out. Now when it comes across, it creates a nifty looking little deal. An awful lot like a Factorum ship right now. It looks a little bit like a Factorum ship. I did take some inspiration from the Factorum. So it's got a little bit of a Factorum vibe to it. Let's head right here and see if I can't attach some things somewhere. Let's see if I can attach some stuff here because we do need to try and make this side match. And it looks like I'm going to be able to. Oh boy, Clang is not going to like this thing at all. All right, at least that way it'll look like it's going somewhere in the right direction. So everything's got to really match good. There. Now from that side, you'll still be able to see everything, but it won't all look stupid when we get done. Getting those on. Just make it look interesting. That's all we're doing right now. And I'll have to do this to the other side. And there's no way to mirror tool this one because it's just going to be a nightmare. We're just going to be putting this on for a bit. And we're almost done here. So that's the old side. Now here's the new side. Could I get away with not doing this? Probably. I probably can. In fact, I may just leave as much of this bare as I can to try and of course then again I'm going this far with it. I might as well just go all the way. It's this kind of detail that I guarantee you someone will be looking at it and they'll go, "Holy crap, that's a whole lot of detail that guy put in there." Badger's a psychopath to do all that nonsense, and yeah, probably. Not gonna lie, probably. But I guarantee you, someone would look at this thing and be like, "Oh, he didn't do it right. He didn't do everything," and we'd just be sad. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks way better on that side. That tiny little detail that you can't see, that creates a pretty cool contrast right there as it turns. That's going to be interesting once I get the other side to do that. That's difficult. Crisis Revelation. Forget Clang. I'd be surprised if the ship even managed to move at all. Oh, it can move. It can move. Trust me, that's not an issue. It doesn't move very fast, but it moves decent. It's not like, oh, hey, it can't go very fast. It can't do anything. No, no, no. It can move. It can definitely move. You just don't have to move that fast. This thing's missile system, and I'm going to have to modify the missile system at some point. So we can launch 5 out of one salvo and 5 out of another. That's about it. There we are. And we're just going to slap some stuff in here and just try to get all this straight panel done, because there's no reason not to. And there we are. Look at that. All the straight paneling is done on that side. Now we'll just do it on this side. I might as well just get it all done. There's just a little bit of detail work on the guns. More of this panel trim work on the other side. There we are. All that's done. Now we're just got to go to doing all this. It's annoying, I'm not going to lie. This is one of those things that really irritates me as I do it because it is just tedious work right here. But the end result is going to be amazing, so we're not gonna argue with it. It makes the whole ship look good. And I missed a panel block there. There we are. And there we are. I'm about to go insane because I just realized I could make that look better. All right, let's go down through here. Let's finish this stuff up first. Because, yeah, I could make it look better, but I want to make sure all of this is done first. I was on this side. Oh, no, 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 no. Where did I put that? Where did that go? Oh, there's an oopsie daisy right there. There's an oopsie daisy right there. We can't allow that. No, 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 no. I can't allow you to exist there. Sorry, little panel block, but you could not be allowed to exist there. It wouldn't be proper. It wouldn't be natural. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and see what the next turn is on our wheel of misfortune here. It'll be this one. So the outer panels, I just came up with an idea that'll make this thing look a little more unique, I guess would be the correct word. All right, let's go through here. I'm gonna make sure. No, that looks like it's gonna be the last one right there. That's the last shape I gotta somehow incorporate. All right, then I just gotta do those shapes, and then most of this will be done. But like I said, I have been sitting here thinking about this and realized that I could do something else instead. Oh wait, how did I miss all this? Wow, I missed all this extra stuff over here. I didn't even know this was not on. Okay. I got a method here that'll make all of this kind of tie together a little bit better, and it involves deleting just these blocks right there. That's it. I gotta go around the ship and delete that one set of blocks right there. That's it. And what I will do is it will start tying the entire design together. It'll look weird when I get done with it. I have a plan. Trust me, I have a plan. The plan is amazing, and you're all going to love it. I know what you're all thinking. Holy crap, Badger, why are you doing this? It was looking so good. But now you decided to mess with it. Trust me, I've got a plan. Let me get these nose sections done here with this. And then guess we're starting at the top. This and that. Trust me, I have a plan. This is going to look really good. It's going to make it work. It's going to tie the entire design in a little bit more to itself. Okay, here comes the fun part here. There, and here, and here. Just need to spin that there, and there. Come back to this little piece. There we are, and there we are. Let's see right here who's talking. Morning Badger, how's it going? It's going pretty good. We're on the painting aspect of the Buzzard, which is what we're officially, that's what the whole ship's going to be called. And I am officially on the part of painting and decorating. That's what we're up to now. Oh, come now. We can do this. We can be gentlemanly about this. There. There's that. And so we have a very unique design going on here. Now for the upgrade that I'm going to employ here. Check that out. I just got to, where is it? Come on. Must have accidentally. That just makes things look a little more interesting. That adds an exaggeration to the lines that you normally wouldn't have, and it breaks the silhouette up a bit more. And it makes it look more ruthless than it is, which is nice. All right, let's spin this around here. Let's complete a few more pieces here, because good lord. Okay, we got all that in. Let's go ahead and what is that doing there? I don't know. I'll have to fix that later. There's that fixed there. Put that in, come down here, shove that in, and that in. Like I said, it just gives a very weird look to it. It just makes the whole thing look amazing. You can do some crazy stuff with these blocks. That's one of the things I like about this game. It's just all the... It's like you have a Lego set and you can do whatever you want with it. All right, let's grab the sun here. Let's grab that bad boy. Just flip it around so you can get a good, nice look at it. Look at that. There's a lot of shifting going on here that reflects where it needs to reflect and it doesn't where it doesn't need to. So you can see all the good sections of this thing just looking amazing. So I'll have to add more stuff to it. And we're going to do some other things. Let me look on here. It'll move Crisis just very slowly. Yeah, it doesn't have to move very fast. Badger, I don't know if you saw it. This is from Grexion. But I wrote some lore behind my Valor class battlecruiser, posted on your Discord if you're interested in reading it. Yeah, I think I saw that. It's very interesting, some of the stuff I was reading about that. It's pretty cool. Oh boy, this has been fun. We got a lot done so far. The leak is also fixed, which I'm happy about that. And we've got a lot of this paint job done so far. I'm going to keep going because I do need to. We are going to, however, press P here because all I need to do right here. Oh, I can't do anything with that. That is that makes things more difficult. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just paint that back. Actually, I'll leave that tip trim right there. I didn't realize it, but there is no way to. Oh, wait, there's a panel right there that needs to be done. Okay. Okay. So there was no way I could make that work, but here's what we will do. Grab that back again. Because these are a half block. They're not a whole block. I thought I could cover those up, but apparently not. No. They're a half block. That'll work out a lot better there. Now to fix this back end, and everything will be healed. Let's grab that there. What do y'all think I should build next? Should I build a bubble fighter and X-Wing? Any of those would be fun. The bubble fighter, for those that are not are wondering what that is, that's from Lost in Space, the 1999 one, I think. You guys can go check that out. See, that's the cool part about these panel blocks. You just block off an area, man, and just turn that into something else. So now let's grab a accent color. We got most of the colors that we want on the outside of the ship done. I now need this color. And this is going to help us in some interesting areas here. I'm still going to paint those stupid turrets. I forgot about those. I forgot about all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to darken these. All of that. And I'm going to darken this as well. I don't know if I should have done that or not, but darken that. And then look over here, we've got pipes that can be uncharged there. Did I get those ones in the tip? Yep, missed the tip. Wow, that's amazing. go. There we go. All right, check that out. I need to add another block there somewhere, but other than that, we're getting this accent detail coming in. Okay, I think what I want to do also is in this area here, I want to gray this in and make it just a little bit different here. So we can add a little bit of detail by just introducing a sci-fi block right there. And that'll just break things up nicely. I think I want to paint these up too while I'm at it. All these beam blocks here are just going to get painted up right there. That'll let me do a whole lot of stuff with this. But yeah, I could do the mammoth tank from Command and Conquer. Could do the bubble fighter next. Bubble fighter I'm actually a little excited about because hey, it's a bubble fighter. It's something that I haven't seen done on Space Engineers. And it won't be completely or exact. It's just going to be one of those things where it's going to look a little bit, you know, interesting. Let's come up with some interesting ways of manipulating that. Make it look good. There we are. Oh, check that out. Looking better. We're getting that high detail we're after. Whenever this is over with, I'll have to go back over this stupid thing and see if there's anything that needs to be fixed. Because I guarantee there will be something. There we are. All of that's done. Let's look over here. I think we'll just gray this center section here. I'm going to leave that like it is. That'll be fine. What'll happen if I do that? No, that's not going to look as good. We'll have to black this ramp in right there. I do want to hit this though. That, and then get right in here on this. Turn that gray as well. And we're going to rush right in here. Turn that gray. See, that's looking pretty good. And then we're just going to turn this area here into an accent. And I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. But yeah, it's looking nifty. That's just the outside. We will do some stuff on the inside, but I may wait till later to do that because I am getting tired. I'm telling you, I am getting tired. It's getting hard for me to stay awake right now. I know I'm getting tired because I'm starting to sound like a damn drunk. I don't even drink. All right, that's looking really good in there. That's changed up a bit. We'll gray in these pipes here so you can see a transitional effect there. But look at that. You start going on through here. The thing looks amazing. Everything that's been done to it. I got the turrets to paint, but God, I'm getting tired. That's the problem with doing these late night live streams. We are getting closer though to done with this thing. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to find a way to get some good light on that because it's gonna look amazing. And then we gotta strap the F302s to the bottom of it. I've got to fix that one missile and then start doing some sets and programmings to this thing and make it all work and then fix whatever little details are need to be fixed. But as you can see, this is a pretty nifty looking ship right now with just, and like I said, the way I do this a lot with my ship, with ships, it's always good to start monocolor first. That's part of the process. And then when you finally get done and start painting it, it'll look even better. If you got a good shape, good look, the ship will look even better when you get done with it. But let's go over here for a second, and I'm gonna check out some comments before we go. Let's see. Gregson here says try building a TIE fighter or a hover mech. Yeah, I could do a TIE fighter. I think I could do a TIE fighter. Um, I don't know if I would do a TIE fighter with the. Well, yeah, we could do a TIE fighter with the cockpit. We'd have to. That'd be a bit of a cling. Actually, I'll subgrid the hell out of that, and we'll have a nice little TIE fighter that can do pretty good. Give me an idea of what kind of TIE fighter y'all want me to make if I did that. I may also do a second build stream where I do the bubble fighter because I really like the bubble fighter and I want to make that a legit thing that we can use in game. Mm, excuse me while I drink up here. But yeah, um, this thing is just it's wild right now how awesome this thing turned out. There we go. Now you can really see it. Now imagine that coming at you with a small fleet. Looking at with a small fleet of F302s going with it. So now you have some problems coming at you. Ah, but yeah, let's see. We'll have to paint the turrets, the custom turrets on this thing. Fix the missiles, and then after all that is done, I'll have to start painting the inside, detailing it, and then we'll be done. So we're looking at maybe two more live streams, maybe three, and this will be finished. And then it goes up on the workshop, and you guys can run in there and just play with it to your heart's content. And that'll be the awesome thing y'all get to do with it. There may be some small modifications I'll do to the sides and underbelly of this thing. Maybe I'll do those when you guys are watching, so you can see what I'm working on and what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool how this turned out. There are other ships I'm wanting to build. There's one I'm wanting to build in survival mode, and I want to build this thing from the ground up and just figure it out in survival instead of waiting to see if it can be done. And that is, I want to build, what is it? What's his name's B-Wing 2, but I want to build it to where the cockpit doesn't move, so I can load more guns and I don't have to worry about keeping the whole system working like it's supposed to. And then I can just add on the side of it. It'll be like a small grid warship that will have a couple of assault cannons and some serious anti-fighter capability as I use it. But yeah, unfortunately, that'll be the end of this, folks. We've kind of run this thing through its course for the night, and I am getting tired. Fortunately, I have to sleep. I have to sleep. This is the one time I can get on here and really have some fun with you guys, and y'all seem to enjoy it. So that's one of the reasons why I keep doing this. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for being here in the channel. If you are new to the channel, you're just now watching this live stream, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Comment if you want to see anything else worked on or done. And also check out the Discord because, like Grexion said, he's put some stuff on Discord. There's like 7 or 8, actually, probably more than that, probably about 9 or 10 other people on Discord going through there just doing stuff on Discord and showing off some things and doing some cool stuff, showing off what they're building. It's half the stuff, I'll tell you right now, is pretty cool. The rest of it's just damn amazing. And you can go in there and check that stuff out and see how it works and operates, and probably get yourself some pretty cool ideas for a ship. And also remember the membership program. I just put up me doing a playthrough of the First Steps scenario, where you first start to be a space engineer, and you guys can go in, check that out, and see, how that bit of the gameplay goes through. It's kind of a classic. It's classic Space Engineers. So you're going to see some old stuff that's being done. You're not going to have a whole lot of new stuff in there to work with. It's about 4 episodes long. If you're a member, you get to see it all early. The entire thing is going to be up, I think, next Tuesday. You're going to see that pop up. And then each Tuesday after that, until 4 Tuesdays are done, you guys will get a chance to see that and get to look at it. I got to put more Helldivers content up. I did a tutorial. I did a review of one of the weapons, one of the stratagems, and y'all love that. So I've got to do another one at some point, make it all look good. But yeah, this is where we are right now with this giant, massive destroyer we're building, which just looks amazing. It came out much better than I hoped it would. I was sitting there thinking, man, I hope this thing looks at least halfway decent. And it went a completely different direction than what I wanted it to go. But in the end, it turned out to be a lot better than I had anticipated. I do like this gold and black and white look right here. That looks really cool. And I'm just going to slap a couple F302s under the bottom of it, and that'll all come with the thing when I put it up on the workshop. So you guys will get to really play around with it. But yeah, as I said, thank you all for watching. And once again, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.